Dr. Wall.
Another question is, do you think there's something structurally wrong with the political system, that maybe some campaign finance reform or political finance reform says money is from corporations, or is it counterproductive because that will shut off outside voices getting funding from non-corporations? Or what are your views on that?
Ralph, we'll start with you. Mr. Nader.
Yeah, this is where we may differ. I'm for a voluntary $300 checkoff on the tax return. You don't have to give anything, but you can give up to $300 into a public election trust fund. If we have public parks, public taxpayer dollars, public elections, public taxes, and a certain amount of free time on our property for ballot qualified candidates on radio and TV. So we own. We're the landlords. The radio and TV stations are the tenants. They decide who gets on, who doesn't, 24 hours a day, and pay us no rent. It's free. So we're saying we want to give ballot qualified candidates some free time on radio and TV so they don't have to grub before commercial and other interests in order to run for office. So it is voluntary, and it's a reversion of a tiny bit of time on the public airways before elections to convey their particular positions.
Yeah, this is an area where there's going to be some disagreement, although many liberals agree. My objection is to the use of stolen money in politics. I think one of the best things that happened to the country was when Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin said, if you're a public sector worker, if you're a teachers union teacher in Wisconsin, you were made $50,000 a year, you were paying $1,000 in dues, and you had to. It was taken out of your pay, you never saw it, you didn't have a choice in the matter. And he said, you know what, the government can't take that out of your paycheck, and it's voluntary. And at least 88,000 government workers in Wisconsin said, I don't want to pay $1,000 here. That's a low number because not all the unions are reporting their loss in membership. But it's roughly $100 million a year that was taken by force without the people are now telling you they didn't want to do. And much of that money went into politics. So I'm all in favor of voluntary contributions by people who earn the money voluntarily in politics if they want to, but not money that's taken by force away from people, spent without their permission.
Very good.
Well, we're entering into the conflict zone.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And would you have shareholders have the same right? I mean, you know, they do vote for the unions, and these people who are resisting that you mentioned, they get all the benefits of the union without paying the dues. But if they don't want their dues going to politics, union dues, and shareholders, mutual funds, pension funds who own big shares, should be able to say to corporations, you're not going to use Citizens United on my back. You're not going to use my money. It's my money, okay? So this is a conflict zone.